Welcome to Wales. We're going around the south coast of Wales. Let's see what it has to offer, really. Every time I've been to Wales a few times now, obviously to climb mountains and stuff like that, but it always surprises me. You always think, what the hell's in Wales? That's what people say. So I'm willing to give it a try. So I'm starting off in Newport, finishing off in how I would pronounce it in English, Llanelli. When I spoke to some Welsh guy last night, apparently it's got a few spits in there, and I'm not saying it right. So please excuse me for my pronunciation of names. I'm just saying it like a typical Englishman, and I don't mean any offence by it. It's literally because I don't know how the language works. But I'm really interested to see. I mean, Wales is its own country, but it's a part of the UK, so I'm interested to see what its heritage like, see what Wales is like. So welcome to the first stop where we explore fantastic places in South Wales. This is the Welsh Transport Bridge, one of only two in Britain, built in 1906. The Newport Transport Bridge is one of the only 8 of its kind still in operation worldwide. Designed by a French engineer, Ferdinand Ardenne. The bridge was a perfect solution to a unique problem of how to cross the River Usk without disrupting shipping traffic. It's the River Usk, and that's like a more of an industrial side over there. So the gondola over there, the bottom, glides across in 90 seconds, offering passengers a ride like no other. And if you're feeling adventurous, you can even climb to the top for breathtaking views of the city. I'm gutted it's not open, because oh yeah, you can go up them stairs over there. It's all been having maintenance on. It's got scaffolding all the way across and everything like that. What an amazing feat of engineering. Across the River Usk. I've never seen anything like it. Never seen anything like it. Just like a ferry, basically, on cables instead of having a ferry. Mental. Such a shame that it's closed. It's over 120 years old. It needs a bit of maintenance, I'm sure. Maybe I'll come back and visit and climb it one day. I'll go over on the gondola. But yeah, what a shame. So carry on the journey to the next place. So I've got no idea where I am, really. I literally plot a map on Google Maps and then just follow the directions. It's a crazy feeling to think you don't know where you are. You're away from home, if you know what I mean. And here we are, the second stop along our way at the South Welsh coastline. Look at the rocks over there. They just look like ready to come out as blocks. Looks like a very rocky beach. Just had a look at Google Maps. Over there, directly across from us, is Minehead. Just over here, probably one of these places here, is Ilfracombe, looking straight at it. How cool is that? This place where we're actually at is called Nash Point. Nash Point Lighthouse. There's the lighthouse over there. We're going to go and have a gander, see what it's all about. So I don't know what that is. Is that some kind of like horn or something? If ships get too close, maybe. It's got loads of stuff in there. I don't know. Someone let me know in the comments if you know what that building's for. So this is one of Wales's most picturesque lighthouses, sitting right on the Glamorgan Heritage Coast. Built in the 1830s, it was originally manned by lighthouse keepers, but it became fully automatic in 1998. Fun fact, it was actually one of the last lighthouses in Wales to still have keepers on duty. It's a big old lighthouse, that is. And just look at the views. These cliffs have been shaped by centuries, strong tides and storms rolling in from the Bristol Channel. If you're into photography or just love a dramatic coastal landscapes, this is a must visit. Obviously you can see it way better from up in the lighthouse, but what a job that must have been, watching storms come in. I wonder if there's any ships ever crashed on the shores around here because the lighthouse hasn't worked or something like that. It'd be mental. But I'm really interested in what that building is over there with the I mean, they look like horns. What a beautiful place, and you can go for walks and stuff, but I just wanted to come and see the lighthouse, see what it was all about. It's a nice point of interest. I don't know whether you can see because there's these bushes in front and I haven't brought my telescopic one. So we're just about to hop in the car and go to the next destination. Where are we going? Who knows yet? Don't want to spoil the surprise. You'll have to just keep on watching to find out. It's cold. If you've never done a road trip before, or an unplanned, spontaneous trip of some sort, then I can highly recommend you do one. The sense of freedom of hopping in your car and just buggering off. Here we are. Ogmore Castle. No idea whether I'm saying that right. Oh, that's how you get.
You have arrived.
Oh right, well I'll just park in the middle of the road, shall I? Welcome to the ruins of Ogmore Castle. 12 nights in Glamorgan. William de Laundres, builder of Ogmore Castle, was an adventurer, one of the band of Norman knights who followed their warlord on the conquest of Glamorgan. William's reward was land, rich lowland farms and pastures, making him his successors wealthy. So this is Ogmore Castle, originally built in the 20th century by the Normans as a defensive stronghold. It was one of 3 castles designed to protect the region from Welsh uprisings. It may not be as grand as some of the Wales' bigger castles, but what makes this place special is what's just behind it. So we'll see that in a minute after I've had a little explore around. So the moat will be filled up by the river next to it. Whoa. I found the crapper as well. There's the crapper. People would have crapped off from the top, and then some young child labour been down there shoveling crap. So that's what the castle would have looked like. So we're coming over the bridge into here, and this would have been the main keep to the left of us. So you've got a little bit of the old wall up there of the main keep. I love this. I love places like this. Not like one of them heritage sites where you can't go anywhere, you can just walk on it. If you wanted to climb up there, you can climb up there. No one's here to stop you. And this would have been some kind of defensive position here as well. Straight over the river. For anyone coming from this side. Mind you, the river's good enough. So all the farmland around here floods, which is really good for the soil. It's mostly riding stables and stuff now, but back in the day it would have been used for growing crops, and that flooding fertilises the ground. Imagine you have all these medieval peasants farming all that wetland over there. Your house flooding out. That's the moat there as well. So that would have been cut out so the river could flow in. That must have been like an old fireplace. It's dangerous, but it doesn't say you can't do it. Down in the pits here. Maybe this is some kind of dungeon. Who knows? Who really knows? I mean, they have an idea what it is, but they weren't back there. It's not like they had plans drawn up, blueprints. I don't really know what was in these buildings. It's all just an educated guess, but a guess nevertheless. Ogmore Castle. I'm glad it's not like you have to pay to get in and stuff. Wales is pretty cool for that. They just let you go around and do what you want. And Wales coastline is full of these little castles and strongholds. But there. So they're actually stepping stones across. But unfortunately the river looks a little bit high at the moment. And these are stepping stones. As you can see, it's a bit wet. Just seen some young kid just fall in. Oh, what a beautiful view. A couple of old ladies over there sat feeding the horses. We're about 40 miles, 39 miles away from the next stop. About 50 minutes, it reckons, about an hour. Going past Swansea. So this is Kidwelly Castle in Kilmarnonshire. I can't pronounce, but it's a pretty intact castle by the looks of it, which is really cool. This is a National Heritage Site as well, so you actually have to pay for this one. It was £7.50. I need to join the National Heritage because I do like coming to these places. I've probably paid the membership now in places I've visited. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh, it's really intact, isn't it? Oh, it is a dungeon. It's got the old lock on thing. It looks got a good view of the church. There's the layout of the castle. We come in through here. Mad, massive. This is like it's like a well inside the castle, so they don't run out of water under siege. So that's the old well. And everyone's been chucking money down there and making a wish. I think that's that's $1 down there. It's massive. This is so cool. Kidwelly Castle. If you're a history fan, this is one of the best castles in Wales. It was originally built by the Normans in the 1100s, but over the years it's changed hands between English and Welsh during several battles. One of the most famous moments in the castle's history is when a Welsh princess, Gwynlyn, led a rebellion against the Normans in 1136. She fought right here, trying to reclaim Welsh land. Unfortunately, she was captured and executed, but she became a national symbol of Welsh resistance. Even today, Kidwelly Castle is incredible, well preserved, and the views from the top are absolutely stunning. We're going to have to try and get to the top somehow of one of these. Oh, these steps are quite steep. Oh, it's going to let me come up to the top. Oh wow, how cool. This is such a cool place. I'm generally like blown away by it. I can get a good view of everything over here. Look at this. You can see. So that was Kidwelly. Kidwelly Castle in Kilmarnonshire. What an amazing place. I could have done a whole video here. So this is Burry Port Harbour, peaceful spot on the Kilmarnockshire coast, but actually has a pretty amazing history. Back in the 1928, this is where Amelia Earhart landed after becoming the first woman to cross the Atlantic. How cool is that? I remember hearing about that in history in school. Amelia Earhart. Didn't she disappear or something? She was actually meant to land in Ireland, but bad weather forced her to change course, and she ended up touching down right here in Wales. So right here somewhere is where Amelia Earhart landed her plane after crossing the Atlantic. Today this place is a great spot for a quiet walk and views out to sea. It is pretty amazing. It would have been cool if the tide was up. See all the water all the way up here, but all this vast bits of sand and stuff is actually where the sea covers when the tide comes in. But you can imagine Amelia Earhart coming in from a great Atlantic voyage, having to get detoured from Ireland and land somewhere out here. It's a crazy place to come. Look at this big, like, port head kind of thing. I don't know what would that. That's like a proper quay, isn't it? That's why they call it a quay. What an amazing place. So that's the places of interest for today. There's a couple tomorrow, one maybe two. I'm going to it's almost 5 o'clock, I still haven't eaten. Going to that place, I'm going to pronounce it Llanelli because I'm English, and that's where everyone will know when they look at it on the map in England. And I'm going to go there, pack out all my things, have a quick shower. But what a cool day. I've seen loads of stuff today. Really basic. And it's for one night. I'm only sleeping here. Tiny TV. For 28 quid though, you can't complain. So that was our night in Llanelli. However you pronounce it, Welsh people will kill me. It's alright. Went out, had a Indian, stayed in the travel lodge. It was what it was. So here we are at the place where I wanted to come. This is the reason why I actually came here, in Pembrey. And we're going to find the tunnels of Pembrey's munition factory. We'll have a gander around. Hidden beneath the beauty of Pembrey County Park lies a history of explosive war and national defence. This was once home to one of Britain's key munition factories. So I'm going to give you a rundown of the history of what happened. In 1982, a dynamite factory was established here, later taken over by Noble's Explosives. During World War I, it produced thousands of tons of TNT propellant vital for the war effort. That was World War I. So I thought this was World War II. Obviously some of it will be World War II, but some of it is World War I. As World War II approached, the site expanded to Royal Ordnance Factory Pembrey, employing over 3,000 workers in the manufacturing of TNT and other explosives for the Allies. After the war, the factory continued operations but finally shut down in 1964. Today is Pembrey's peaceful park. It's an absolutely beautiful park, but traces of the explosive past still remain, like this and like the big massive bunkers from World War II. So these apparently are lead-lined tunnels, and people would make nitroglycerin here for the TNT. So I was getting a bit worried that I wasn't actually going to find any of these bunkers, but I have found a few. I bumped into a guy who works here in the park, and he pointed me in the right direction. You see one here just peeking around the corner. You see the top of it. They've still got all the rail lines that are hooked up through. So these would have been like stop-off points. And it's all been ruined by kids doing graffiti. Oh wow, cool. some sort of ventilation system. Who won the war? Bentley, Rolls Royce, Mini, Triumph. I like that. Rooms in here. It's like little storage rooms, I guess. Graffitied up to the eyes. What a shame. What a shame. This is creepy. Ventilation going up to the top. I'm not creeped out. Doing this by yourself is a different thing. An old transformer box. A load of tiles ready to fall down my head. More transformers. More metal grates. Drainage. Oh, this is cool though. Just a pile of rubble. I don't know where it's come from because there's nothing missing at the ceiling. This is a pretty cool place to be able to just walk in and have a look around. So that tunnel takes you all the way around the back. Some kind of little storage area. And that would have been one of them old, like, lights. Wow, this is a big room. Echo! Echo! Someone's at fire in here. I'm gonna camp out. This would be a pretty cool place to have a camp out, in all fairness. But these old lights. Certified. Oh, it's rusted up too much, you can't really see. Can't imagine many people have peed and pooed in here. It's just, why do people do this? Just ruin everything. So there's big lights, 3, 4, 5 to light up this whole room. How cool. And I assume it's going to be the same kind of room. Yeah, another one, all graffitied up, ruined by kids. Oh yeah, you can see all the rebar coming out of the concrete. Pretty hench. And another big room. Somewhere another fire. And the train tracks that run straight through the middle. This is pretty cool. Pretty damn cool. What a fitting way to end this video. Travelling over Prince of Wales Bridge, formerly known as the Severn Bridge, back into Bristol with the sun setting. The background over there by me. Wales has a lot to offer. Don't let anyone tell you anything different. What an amazing journey I've had from seeing the Newport Transporter Bridge, ruined castles, Nash Point lighthouse, and then the bunkers in Pembrey. I've loved every second of it, and like I said, I'll definitely be back. I think there's plenty more of Wales to explore. I mean, look at that. You don't see that very often, do you? If you want to see more of me, or if you have any ideas for anywhere you want me to go, drop me a comment. And if you want to see more of me, subscribe. If you've watched it and you've enjoyed it, leave a comment, leave a like, leave something. It doesn't cost you anything. Till the next video, guys. Been a pleasure.